Once upon a time, there lived a Zen master in a city in Japan. It happened that once he was invited as a guest by one of his devotees. His devotee had also invited some of his friends and relatives to listen to the Zen master at his house. Everyone was listening attentively to the teachings of the Zen master. Suddenly, there was an earthquake. The building that they were sitting in was a multi-story building, and they were on the 7th floor, so their lives were in danger. Due to the tremors of the earthquake, all the people started running here and there to save their lives in fear. Everybody was running to escape from the building. The host, running by, looked to see back what had happened to the Zen master. He saw that Zen master was sitting there with not even a ripple of anxiety on his face. He was sitting with closed eyes as he had been sitting before. The host called out loudly that, "There is earthquake, run away from here." But the Zen master didn't move from his place and kept sitting still anyways. The host ran towards stairs to save his life. After some time, the tremors of the earthquake stopped. The earthquake came and went. Everyone started coming back one by one and sat back at their places. The Zen master also opened his eyes and started his conversation. He continued again from exactly where the talk was interrupted. His behavior was as if nothing had happened. Everyone was surprised to see him. The host was also very surprised to see his behavior, and at the same time he was angry also, even though the earthquake had gone. But the fear was still there on everyone's face. Whereas the Zen master was continuing his speech, Zen master was answering the question of host when the earthquake came. He asked the host, "Is your doubt resolved now, or any query is still pending?" The host shook his head and said, "Sir, I am not able to concentrate on what are you saying. The earthquake has disturbed me too much. But there is one question I would like to ask you. Please tell me that when the earthquake came, everyone ran to save their lives. Everyone was trying to escape from the building. I also ran away to save my life. But why didn't you run to save your life? Why were you sitting here? I called you too, but you didn't hear me. Don't you love your life? Or you didn't understand what was happening? Please answer my question." Zen master smiled and said, "My dear friend, it's not that L didn't know there was an earthquake. I knew everything. And also, it's not that L didn't run to save my life. I also ran. The only difference is that you ran towards outside, but I ran towards inside. You also tried to escape, and I also tried to escape, but the difference is that you escape outward, but I escape inward. Your escape is useless, because wherever you are going, there too is an earthquake. So it is meaningless. It makes no sense. You may reach the 6th story or the 5th or the 4th, but there too is an earthquake. I escaped to a point within myself where no earthquake can ever reach. You ran where you felt safe, and I ran where I felt safe." Then the Zen master smiled and said, "My dear friend always remembers that the man who is afraid of death kills him again and again, but he who is not afraid of death cannot do any harm to him. And to be fearless, you have to be centered in your real self. If we see in our lives, we will find that. We fear every little thing in our life. Fear has become a part of our life. Sometimes the fear of death, and sometimes the fear of the future. Sometimes the fear of unwanted incident, and sometimes the fear of losing something. And when fear comes, we start looking for security for ourselves. But the mistake we make is that we start looking for security outside. We forget that there is such a safe place within ourselves, where no sorrow, no pain, no fear can ever reach. But we have never tried to go there till today. Maybe we didn't know about it till now. And that's why we have never been able to be free from fear till now. But after listening to this story, whenever there is any sorrow, any pain, or any fear in your life, then always remember that there is a place within yourself which is completely secure, where not only fear but even death cannot reach. Instead of looking for security outside, turn inward and become fearless. This is Krishna's motivation. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share to friends. And subscribe our channel to support our work. Thanks for watching.